Oh, are we on? Turn and face the strange. Okay, that was out of tune.
Not necessarily. Depends on what, like, you're singing it. You know?
Maybe you're out of tune.
Yeah.
He's in key.
Okay.
Just saying.
Chablis is going through some changes, people. Climate change, specifically. The Chablis that we see nowadays is not the Chablis that we used to see in our less formidable years. Back when we were young, aspiring wine merchants growing up and drinking all these fun, crisp, salty, shelly, racy Chablis wines. Those wines in the last half a dozen years, I'd say at least, I don't know, when did climate change really start kicking in? 16, 17, when I started getting a little dicey, you know, like...
14 was the last.
Yeah, 14 was the last great one. Yeah. You know, 14 was the last, we'll get back to that. There's a caveat there. Yeah. 14 was like the last Chablis vintage until the vintage we have on the table today. But the vintage we have on the table today is a bit of an outlier in the context of Chablis in general, based on climate change and global warming. The wines in Chablis nowadays, the terroir has almost been a bit baked out of them, if you will. When the climate gets warmer, the grapes get richer, they get riper, but they also lose acidity. The focus is more towards the fruity aspects of the grape and less towards the minerality and sense of place that the grapes usually conveyed under their normal circumstances, under their normal temperatures 20, 25 years ago. So we're in a situation now where Chablis is new and it's different. And I may be an old Chablis curmudgeon, but I don't like the new Chablis that much. The wines can be a bit boring, a bit heavy, a bit ponderous, a bit, you know, there's enough ponderous white wine in the world without Chablis throwing their name in the hat. And so regardless to say, it warmed my heart when the 21s came through. I warmed my heart when this cold, chilly, hail-ridden, frost-ridden disaster of a vintage came rolling in. Because you know what? It basically brought things back to the old days, if you will. And in 2021, we had a vintage that was most reminiscent of the last great vintage in Chablis, which was 2014. 21 is a great year for archetypal pre-global warming Chablis. Does that make sense? Makes perfect sense. I explained that perfectly. This is great Chablis. On the table today, the Chateau de Fleys Chablis Premier Cru, Vieilles Vignes, Mont de Milieu. Mont de Milieu is always one of our favorite premier crus in Chablis. I guess if there was a premier cru hierarchy, like in the old days, it'd be like Volerant, you know, the piece of Forchaume next to the Grand Crus would be number 1, Monte de Tenere would be number 2, blah, 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 blah. Mont de Milieu is slowly working its way up the list. It is a beautiful premier cru that during this time and day and age is producing fabulous wines of pretty much Grand Cru quality at this juncture. Chateau de Fleys, here's a great story for you. It's the Philippon family. The Philippon family has some of the original first vines that were planted post-phylloxera in Chablis. Apparently it took phylloxera a little while to get to Chablis, and what happened is a lot of the vineyards weren't necessarily need to be replanted until the 1930s. So this particular wine, this gorgeous Mont de Milieu Vieilles Vignes, is from a vineyard planted in 1936, which, according to who you talk to, is one of the first post-phylloxera plantings in Chablis. Bit of history here, bit of history. And when you have Chablis vines that are now 80 years old, it makes for pretty special and unique wine. We had the pleasure of having the straight Mont de Milieu against the Mont de Milieu Vieilles Vignes, and Tristan, no contest, huh?
No.
Yeah, this was the easiest call we had to make this year. Remarkable wine here. And yes. What do you smell there, kid? Shells, iodine, the sea,
Yes.
Kimmeridgian, blah, blah, blah.
All the beautiful things.
Everything that makes Chablis Chablis is in this wine, in spades. And it is so hard to get this Chablis now. We taste 100, 150, 200 Chablis a year. And there are half a dozen that relay this sense of like, you remember the 10s, you remember the 14s, you remember the 8s. And no, we're not that old. That wasn't that long ago. This is 15 years ago we're talking about, right? This wine is a great reflection of those great vintages. And 21 is the great Chablis vintage in between 14 and, well, whenever it gets butt cold in Chablis next, which may very well be ... ever. So what are we doing as a company? We're buying a ton of 21s. Any 21s that are great, we are getting our hands on. And this wine is a great, great, great 21. The vinification is pretty standard. I think there's some neutral barrels, maybe some stainless steel. You know, the point is less the winemaking. The point is the vineyard, which I haven't tasted the wine yet. You know what happens if we don't taste the wine?
Yeah, so twice.
We're on the world of friggin' hurt.
Yeah. But you have this one.
Okay, important point here. Old vines, what does it mean? It conveys a sense of balance as well as richness, right? Old vines don't necessarily make the biggest wine in the stable. They can, but the key here is richness of fruit, intensity, greatness allied with acidity, structure, hum, verve, energy. And what great old vines do is deliver both of those. And that's what this does in a completely goose-bumpy fashion. The truest sense of old vines in Chablis is relayed through this particular bottling. People would really be interested in us drinking a whole bottle of this while we're shooting a video. That time-consuming, but could we get through a whole bottle of this quickly? Hell yeah! Right, this wine was fire when we tasted it. This wine is complete fire. We bought all they had. There was what, 20 cases or something like that? And we bought every last damn bottle. This is wicked good stuff. And my God, if you've been drinking Chablis anytime in the last 20 years, this, friends, is great. Blow the doors off classic Chablis from some of the oldest Chardonnay vines in Chablis in your glass. The price, look at it down below. Click and buy. You're gonna be shocked at the price. This is really amazing wine for the money. Long story short, cheers.